jumping straight into it.
Yeah, hello. Welcome to yet another episode of
Ty and Jimmy Talk. Where we are doing Donkey Kong Country 2. Nice.
Yep. Do you want to say that again?
We are doing Donkey Kong Country 2 for the Super Nintendo.
Yes.
So, I thought I'd do this one first because I'm a lot more familiar with this game than the other two. I own a copy of the Super Nintendo version of this and Donkey Kong Country 3. And I had that when I was growing up, but not the original Donkey Kong. We are playing on the Switch at the moment, just because it's easy. But yeah, so we thought we'd switch it around. So in the last episode, Tyler was talking about Super Metroid, and I was sort of playing it for the first time.
Yeah.
So now Tyler's playing this game, and I'll kind of talk about my experiences with the game, kind of instruct him throughout, give him a little tutorial.
Yeah, I actually think this is the first ever Donkey Kong game I've played, in my
ever?
life. Yeah, I actually am struggling to think of.
Really?
I mean, I've played the original, arcade Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
On an arcade machine, but in terms of, how far the games have come since then, this is, whoa, hello.
This is something else.
This is by far, this is far and away my first experience with, Donkey Kong in any capacity, other than the original arcade game.
Donkey Kong's not even in this one, sort of.
Yeah, this is Diddy Kong's adventure. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Donkey Kong he is in it.
Don't spoil
Sort
it.
of. Wait,
You spoiler.
it's on the cover out of the game.
Doesn't matter.
So a little background to this game. Pretty much in the first game you play as Donkey Kong and your partner is Diddy. And in this one, King K. Rool, you know King K. Rool.
I know King K. Rool. Come on, King K. Drool, am I right?
Got him.
Yeah.
So he's taken Donkey Kong as his prisoner and he's stolen your banana hoard, I think, once again, because he's an asshole.
It sounds like him.
And you and Dixie, who is your girlfriend in this game, have to go and save. Yeah. She's not bad.
Okay. She's a monkey.
She's a monkey.
Did I die?
She's a cartoon monkey.
I died.
No, you just found a bonus area.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
So you got to go save Donkey Kong, and you go traverse through King K. Rool's castle island thingamajig, and so it's pretty much just a 2D platformer game, and it is fucking amazing, and I love it to bits. It is so good. It's definitely my favorite out of all of the Donkey Kong games, just in general. It's the one I played the most since I was a wee little lad.
I feel a little weird playing this, knowing that it's the second Donkey Kong Country game when I haven't played the first one. And I get there's probably not, is it story progression? Am I missing something by not having played the first one? Yeah, I don't think so.
You're really not.
It doesn't feel like it. I just kind of literally put me in the game and they were like, here you go.
Here you go. It definitely just throws you in straight away. No, I just thought I'd show you this one first because it's the most definitive version of a Donkey Kong Country game. The first one is brilliant by no means, but this one's just takes it to the next level and it's so much better.
Yeah.
And I love it to bits.
Is this I know that for me when I was talking about Super Metroid, that was not a game that I grew up with. Is this a game that you grew up with?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I played this game pretty much all my life. So this is I played originally on my older brother's Super Nintendo, which I currently have still. And I just grew up playing this game. I just remember waking up on Saturday mornings or even probably a couple of mornings before school. And I remember playing this level specifically. But yeah, I never got, actually no, I did get pretty far when I was young. I probably got up to the last kind of area in the game. But I didn't really complete it for a long time until I was probably in high school.
Yeah. Okay.
And I didn't have the Super Nintendo on me at the time, but I was playing it on an emulator because why not? And then because I was in a phase where I wanted to complete everything. I just started watching The Completionist.
Oh, Gerard.
So, Gerard.
The finisher, yeah.
So I was in a mood of just completing every game. So it was probably around sort of the same time where I completed Banjo-Tooie 100%, Banjo-Kazooie, the original Donkey Kong Country, which is actually more difficult to complete than this game, I found when I was playing it. But
true.
So yeah, I just sort of have memories playing this game either before school or on a weekend or after school, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah. Nice.
And then playing it later on in high school, completing it. And then I remember when I first moved to Brisbane as well, I started playing this game again. and I completed. I don't know how many times I completed this game. At least like 10.
A few, yeah.
A few times. It's
Yeah, sure.
it's such
Would
a
you say it's the
brilliant
game you've beaten the most out of any game in the world? Like,
Nah, I've beaten Banjo-Tooie and Kazooie probably more than this. Kazooie probably because I've speed run it, so
that's true.
and Banjo-Tooie I've just played the absolute shit out of that. This is probably the game on the Super Nintendo that I've beaten the most, and probably any other console except the 64.
Yeah, sure, okay.
But yeah, and then I guess memories of this game since I moved to Brisbane. I just played it heaps of times and just completed it so much.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's just so good. The platforming is, I don't know how you're finding it at the moment, but I found the platforming is just super tight. It's kind of like
yeah.
Metroid in the sense it's very precise.
Yeah, like
movement.
I was just gonna say, like, first impressions are very good.
Yeah.
Like, everywhere I'm going,
It's fantastic.
I looked at my watch momentarily because it was vibrating and I died.
Nope. God damn it, Tyler.
God damn it.
God
Well, if you would stop
damn.
calling me, not
Yeah, I'll say
you, obviously.
Yeah, I'm calling you on the
people just wanna
podcast.
call me. Yeah, stop calling me while
You're
I'm...
just Mr. Popular.
Yeah, honestly, no one calls me ever except for when I'm doing
Except
things.
during the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, but like, as I was saying, like, first impressions of this are like, yeah, it is super tight. And
Yeah.
it feels really good.
Yeah. And Donkey Kong Country, it was like one of the first games that implemented, I can't remember what the word for it is exactly. Someone could probably tell me, but it's sort of like 3D sprites on a 2D background sort of thing.
It looks really like bizarre, but I love it.
It's so good. I think it's really advanced
Yeah.
for its time. Like, especially the first Donkey Kong, which came out in like, I'm probably getting this wrong, 93, 94?
The first country?
Yeah, like the first Donkey Kong Country
I
game.
don't know.
I think it was 93 or 94. So considering the time and considering like other games that were coming out sort of around the same sort of time, like
Yeah.
Mario World, Yoshi's Island and stuff like that, it really just looks beautiful.
It
As a
seriously
game.
does, though, yeah.
Yeah. And what was I going to say? And kind of compared to the first game, like it controls a lot better, especially since you're not Donkey Kong. Because
Yeah.
when you play the original game, Donkey Kong's a lot slower. He's
Yeah,
a stronger
whereas-
character.
I feel very, like, nimble and fast
Yeah.
and good with all of this. Yeah.
Like both characters are like kind of small and quick, but they have their own abilities. Like you might have found when you're playing Dixie that you can float around and it's kind of easier to traverse the area and get to like secret areas and stuff like that. Whereas Diddy Kong's a bit quicker. He can do cartwheels and stuff like that. But yeah, so much easier to play this game. But like both of the characters control a lot better.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird
lots
because
of
when
fun.
you go to play Donkey Kong Country 3, you're Dixie and I think it's Kiddy Kong or something like that.
Yeah.
And he kind of plays like Donkey Kong in the first one. He's a lot slower and it's just not as fun, I feel. That's just my opinion. But yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like would be interested to play the first one now.
Yeah.
Just to see what the difference is like.
Yeah.
And like I certainly think, like as you were saying with Super Metro, I certainly think I'm going to try and like maybe I'll like after this episode, like I'll go back and play the first one and then like come through and play this one again properly.
Yeah.
Like in my own time.
You understand how to play this game a lot better and how to kind of find the secrets of this game once you've played Donkey Kong Country 1.
Yeah.
But this one is still pretty intuitive, I find.
Oh yeah, I've found it very intuitive so far.
Sort of like what we're talking about with Metroid, that it's really just, it doesn't tell you much. It's sort of you figuring it out just by playing.
Yeah, no, very much so. Like the game hasn't told me anything at this point.
Yeah, it just sort of told you like
floating
K-roll.
around. It's like I figured out very quickly that like the DK barrels like give me either Diddy or Dixie depending on who I am.
Yeah.
I know about the shooting barrels. I'm finding these hooks right now.
Yeah.
That are like helping me traverse the areas. Like just like the game is showing me where to go without holding my hand, which again is like one of the big things that we were talking about with Metroid.
Yeah, exactly. And it'll give you like subtle hints sometimes to secrets, like if you go in a barrel to somewhere, like if you find a secret barrel, or sometimes the bananas will lead you. If you go to the left at the very start, there's a secret.
I did that one before.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah,
nice. Sorry, I was focusing on.
I just couldn't figure out how to
talking.
break all of the chests, but that's okay.
Yeah, so the chest, you usually have to like throw it against an enemy or something else that's kind of destructible.
Oh, that's why there was an enemy floating there, so I could pick one chest and then...
Yeah, so you have to like, yeah, and that's it.
Found it.
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of every level. There's
Cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, that's it. That's the podcast. Thanks for listening. Yeah, every level has like bonus stages, like the one you're just in. You collect those, the creme coins or something like that. And that kind of helps you. I know the creme coins unlock extra levels in the game.
Sure.
You go to like the secret area, and there's like secret levels that are a lot more difficult than the normal levels.
Oh, I like
and
that.
it kind of adds to your 101% completion rate.
You can get over 100% completion.
Yeah, it's like 101, 102%, something like that. That's from getting all those Kremlin coins from finding all the bonus stage areas.
Yeah.
And then every level has a DK coin as well. I'm not sure if you've found one yet.
I think so.
They don't really do... I don't remember if they don't really do anything. It just adds to your completion rate as well.
Wow.
So you have those to find, and then you have just like coins that are spread throughout the level. It doesn't... Like, these aren't creme coins, it's not DK coins.
Yeah.
Just normal coins, and you can use them to purchase things like saving the game, buying...
Wait, purchasing, you need to pay to save the game?
So you find... I remember what her name is. It's like a Grandma Kong, I'm going to call her that.
Yeah.
The first time you see her in an area, you can save for free. But every other time in that area, you have to pay 2 coins to save.
Really?
The coins are so abundant and easy to get in this game that it's not really an issue.
That's a cool mechanic, though.
It's really cool. Like, those coins just there.
Those coins there,
the banana coins.
Sure, okay.
It's a really cool mechanic, and always... It kind of forces you to be really careful about how you play, and like constantly making you kind of save the game, I guess, and not forget about it, in a sense.
Yeah, no, of course.
And especially like if you beat the boss of the world, sometimes you have to beat another couple levels to find that Grandma Kong and save the game.
Oh,
and
true.
if you lose, you go back to your last save point, which could have been in the previous area.
Yeah, wow.
So it's really difficult in that sense. You kind of have to be good at the game, I guess. And
he says as I die.
Yeah. But that's...
The one thing I will say is that the jumping is not my favorite. Like, as in, it doesn't, like, the controls are really tight and it feels really good. But, like, I feel like the jumping just never goes as far as I want it to. Like, the jumping just never goes as far as I want it to. Like, I feel like that's a very, like, obviously you can make that jump.
Yeah.
But, like, it just never goes as far as I want it to. That's, like, the only thing that I'm, like, potentially complaining about at this point, because so far it's been a delight.
That's pretty much this game. I mean, I just love it for so many reasons. Like, there's so many like different environments in this game, so many different worlds. It really adds such a variety to the gameplay, and every level is sort of distinct from one another. It's kind of hard to say that as you're playing like the third ship level in this first world.
I was just going to say that. Like, this is the third time I've been on this ship.
Yeah.
Also, you're a liar. Jumping and holding with Dixie does not make me float.
Oh, it doesn't make you twirl?
No. See, jump and hold, jump and hold.
Oh, might be the upper button.
The attack button.
Yeah. There you go.
Ah.
Okay, I just told you wrong.
Yeah.
I do apologize. You can punish me later.
Okay.
I mean,
I will. Don't you worry.
But I think even like it is a similar
Oh my god,
level.
that makes the game so much easier.
Yeah.
You know, being able to use the mechanics.
Yeah. And it's good. The game doesn't really teach you that. Sort of kind of have to figure it out, which is nice.
Oh my god, and the spinning jump control from Dixie. Oh my god, that's so...
Yeah.
That makes the game...
She's kind of OP in this.
She's super OP.
Yeah.
I love her.
Like, you'll find yourself more often than not using her rather than Diddy.
Can I change between them right now?
Yeah, you can press select and you can change.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, so even though this level kind of feels, obviously it's another ship level, it's kind of the same as the first one, it's still like quite different in terms of, like, it's a bit more difficult than the first level. There are different enemies, like that big blue crocodile you just died from. Yeah, every level still sort of, it feels different enough that it doesn't feel like it's just sort of repetitive.
I feel like it's repetitive when I keep dying and having to redo the same bits
in the
over
same
and
spot.
over.
That's all right. This game is It's not. I would say it's not difficult for me just because I played it so many times. I think a lot of people do kind of struggle with this game. They do kind of find it difficult, especially later in the later levels of the game.
Yeah, I can
kind of like
definitely
it.
see that.
Yeah,
Now that I know how to float with Dixie,
makes
oh my
the
God.
platforming a lot easier.
Makes the platforming, like, not that the platforming was very difficult before, but it just makes it so much easier being able to like glide
Yeah, exactly.
and being able to make it through.
Yeah. Trying to think what else I love about the game. The music is fucking excellent.
The music so far,
I love
just even
it.
in these first few levels, has been excellent, I
Yeah.
will say.
And the composer's David Wise from memory. So
David Wise?
Yeah. So I think he did all the Donkey Kong games, or Donkey Kong Country. I'm not sure what else he's worked on. I know he did some of the music for Ukulele, more
Yeah, yeah.
specifically the when you're on the minecart sections of the game. He does all the music for that.
True.
And I think he might have done
I know the
something.
name from somewhere.
Yeah.
Maybe I do know it from Donkey Kong. I've played in an
Maybe
orchestra where
I'll
we
look it
played
up and
Donkey
see
Kong music.
if there are any other levels that are not levels, games that maybe you might recognize him.
Yeah.
He's definitely done some really popular ones apart from Donkey Kong.
I definitely recognize the name. I just can't put my finger on where I might know it from.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And he's one of my favorite composers of all time, just from the music you can hear in this game. But the
Yeah.
other Donkey Kong Country, like he did the Donkey Kong theme, which is just so
Yeah.
iconic as a video game.
It's such a good theme tune.
Yeah, and like Sticker Brush Symphony, I'm not sure if
I do know that. Yeah.
It's such a beautiful song. So I'm just trying to find other games that he did. Oh, Donkey Kong 64, I think.
That makes sense.
Oh no, not 64. No, that was Grand Kirkhope.
Yeah. Okay.
Diddy Kong Racing. Trying to find other ones.
If you hear a lot of button mashing in this next segment, I'm in an underwater level.
Yeah,
My favorite. I love underwater and ice levels.
yeah.
So
I can
much.
say that I don't really like the water levels as much in this game. They're not too irritating, but they're definitely the least enjoyable levels in this game.
Yeah, I'm not. It definitely, like, the controls feel a little too floaty. If you'll pardon
Yeah,
the
it doesn't.
pun, like,
It's not too good.
but like honestly though, I've definitely played worse water levels in other games.
Yeah,
Looking at you, Mario.
Mario has levels are way worse. I think
Oh,
water
yeah.
wise. So he's David Wise. He worked on. Oh, I didn't even know this. He worked on the soundtrack for Smash Bros. Melee. Maybe that's
true.
just from Donkey Kong.
Maybe
being
that's
in
probably
the
just a
game.
credit from the Donkey Kong theme. Yeah.
Yeah. Star Fox
Oh, yeah.
Adventures. I think he worked a little bit on Nuts and Bolts.
Yeah.
Tropical Freeze.
Yeah.
Ukulele. Apparently Black Ops 4.
Okay.
Apparently. Battletoads.
Battletoads. That's probably where I recognize his name from.
Yeah.
I enjoy Battletoads a lot.
Sorry. I haven't played Battletoads before.
Dude, Battletoads is great fun.
Yeah. But I've heard it's just like super difficult and one of the
Oh,
most difficult games.
Super difficult, but like it's
Yeah.
so good.
Yeah. I think one of the things about like this game specifically, if you're not trying to go for all of the collectibles and stuff, the levels aren't that difficult.
Yeah, like I just kind
Really?
of breezed through that level.
Yeah. Like especially in this first world, that the levels are easy. It's really just trying to find all of the collectibles, which makes it a bit of a
Which
tougher
again,
time.
if I wasn't playing it right now for the first time,
Yeah.
like and having to talk through it as well, I would definitely be spending more time focusing on each level.
Yeah, like you can see like what's her name? It's not Cranky Kong. I'm gonna call her Grandma Kong, but that's where you save the game, and she gives you tips and stuff like that
Oh,
as
where?
well. So just there. So if you press A, yeah, Kong College.
Oh, true.
This music's so nostalgic for me. Wrinkly Kong, that's it.
Wrinkly Kong.
So yeah, and you can save the game, and it's all for free.
wow.
Then once you do that, like, you start paying for stuff. But coins are so abundant in this game that it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
really.
Whoa,
An issue?
Fascinating.
Yeah, so it shows you like how many coins you got, how much time you played the game. This is in the save section and like the percentage of how much,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
Wow.
But yeah, that's Donkey Kong Country 2, I guess, in a nutshell. I don't want to spoil too much of it since you haven't played it.
Yeah,
But,
and I definitely intend to play it.
There are like areas of the game which I really, really love. I don't know if I want to say them kind of just yet. Could I like describe the environment at least?
Yeah, go for it.
So there's the next world, the second one's like a lava world, which is really cool.
Yeah.
The music and name in that one is just beautiful.
Yeah, nice.
There's kind of like a circus slash like wasp area. It's kind of hard to It's like
circus slash wasp.
It's weird because like the first level in this area is like a hive, like you're in a bee's hive kind of level, and then the next 3 or 4 levels, you're in a circus kind of area, and then you go back to this like wasp area, and the wasp is like the main boss or stuff like that. So it's that's a hard area.
I can't wait for the circus slash wasp area.
It's super fun. Like there's some like minecart, quote unquote minecart. Minecraft. There's a creeper.
Creeper.
Creeper. Oh man. But yeah, that I love that area as well. There's like a Halloween kind of ghost spooky area, which I love.
I know you're all about the spooks.
Yeah, I love the spooks, man. And that's definitely my favorite area in the game. I won't say anything more. I felt like I've already said it's kind of spoiled enough, but yeah, this area is just the start, and like the rest of them have just such beautiful music and sound design. It's just beautiful thematically, and it's just
hell yeah,
so good, and has so much more variety than the first and the third Donkey Kong countries, which is why I love this one a lot more.
Yeah,
each area is just so entertaining and feels fresh, and it never really at any point feels annoying or frustrating in a sense. Like, I mean, some of the water levels are a bit I don't really like them as much. I just don't like water areas in general.
No, that's very fair.
They can be a bit frustrating. There's some platforming areas that it's kind of frustrating, but it's sort of the same as Metroid, where it's down to your own ability as opposed to the level being frustrating in itself.
Like the game's not punishing you. The game is being fair, and it's you who needs to get better.
Yeah. And I feel like I've talked for a while. So do you have any of like kind of first impressions just from playing it at the moment?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, like the platforming's super tight.
Yeah.
The visuals look excellent. I can only hear a little bit of the music because we've got the TV down quite a ways, but like the music I can hear is really cool. Like, and I have heard some of it before. Whoa, hello.
Like you would have heard it like whilst playing Smash or something.
Yeah, I've definitely heard some of this music before. But it's all just very excellent so far. It's a game that I certainly like. I've always wanted to be more into Donkey Kong, which sounds like a weird statement. I don't think anyone's ever said that.
I'm sure someone said that before.
But yeah, it's
probably Seth Rogen.
It's probably Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we would be remiss to do an episode about Donkey Kong and not talk about Seth Rogen.
Absolutely. Maybe when the Mario movie comes out.
I can't wait to hear Seth Rogen voice. So one thing that's really killing me in this game at the moment is that you can't do a jump attack. If you're jumping, you're jumping, and if you're attacking, you're attacking. You can't do those 3 things at the same time, and that's really pissing me off.
Yeah, you can cartwheel into enemies and twirl
on the ground, but but you can't do it in the air, which is frustrating in an aerial-based level.
Yeah. You might be able to as Dixie.
No, you can't. You can't do it as either of them.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Mario thing where you can only jump.
But then I keep jumping on their heads, and I keep dying because of it.
Yeah. So it's a bit tricky like that, but there are a couple of things like that where it's a bit annoying. Like, can't really attack in the air.
I mean, like, that being said, I think I just figured out a way to do it with Dixie, but like, still, like, it's not. If you've only got Diddy on hand, like, oh well. Like,
that's where the game gets a bit tricky when you're just when you're just Diddy.
Funnily
he's
enough,
kind of like playing this game on hard mode.
Yeah, Diddy does feel like hard mode, because damn if Dixie isn't like, anytime I get Dixie back, I'm like, oh damn it, now I've just finished the level there. So
yeah, and I always love these little platform flagpole things at the end. You jump.
I think that's really cool. Yeah, it's like a little springboard that springs you. Yeah, it's kind of like the Mario 3 Mario World box at the end where you get an item from it.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than it just being like a flagpole.
Yeah. And also boss time. So for those listening, Tyler's just got up to the boss of the first world, which is, I think it's Captain Crow or something like that.
Oh god.
The boss fights in this game, they're fun. and they're pretty easy. None of them
Oh.
are that difficult. I say.
Pretty
Is it
easy.
Pretty easy.
Immediately dies.
But you can also grab things in this game. But yeah, they're pretty easy, except for the last couple of bosses, which can be a little challenging. But yeah, no, it's super fun. I love this game to bits.
Yeah, I can definitely see the charm and the appeal.
Yeah, there's lots of like replayability to it, especially if you haven't found all of the collectibles.
Yeah, I can definitely see that already. Like just
Yeah.
the idea of like I'm scouring these levels for collectibles.
Yeah, and I feel like as well, none of the levels overstay their welcome.
Oh. Yeah.
In a sense, they don't feel too long, but they're not
Yeah.
too short either. It's like
They're
you spend a
like-
good amount of time in each level.
And if you're hunting for collectibles, like obviously you're gonna have a much like longer level experience.
Yeah.
Whereas like for me right now, I'm just trying to like
Just blitz through
kind
it.
of like power through
Yeah,
just to get a feel for the game.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's pretty,
really
pretty
enjoying
solid.
like how this feels and how it controls. And
That's
yeah.
good. I kind of like how we're sort of using this podcast as like a vehicle for showing each other new games.
Yeah,
that we
I
haven't
think
really
that's-
played before.
I think that's really cool. And talking about ones that we love and just want to gush about.
Yeah. Like I know about Super Metro and I've known about it for ages, but just have never played it.
Yeah.
But just like being able to play it on this podcast and be like, oh yeah, this is kind of fun. I
Yeah,
like
like
it.
I certainly think I'm going to like play some
Yeah.
more Donkey Kong after this.
Do it.
Like go back to the first country. I keep getting recommended Tropical Freeze.
Yeah. I mean, probably objectively, that's probably a better game. There's a lot more to do. It's way more difficult though, especially if you're trying to complete it. I think I said that in the last
Yeah,
one as well.
I remember you mentioning that,
But yeah.
whether on camera or off.
Yeah, but it really does capture. I think that one better captures the vibe of this game specifically.
Yeah, okay.
Than Donkey Kong Country Returns does.
Is Tropical Freeze not just like another version of Returns?
No,
Is
it's like
Tropical
a
Freeze
sequel.
a sequel?
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason I
full-on
thought Tropical
sequel.
Freeze was just like a repackage. You know how they did
No.
like Mario Kart 8, then 8 Deluxe. Like I
Yeah.
thought Tropical Freeze was just like a
No.
like oh
It's
shit,
a new
okay.
game because like
Oh.
the Donkey Kong Returns that was on the Wii and 3DS.
Is that on the Switch? Have they ported that?
No, that was only Tropical Freeze.
Yeah,
so that was on
okay.
Wii U and now it's on the Switch.
Sure, okay.
On the Switch, I think they added Funky Kong as a character, but he's like easy mode, like you play him
Yeah,
to
okay.
learn the game.
Yeah, so I've just beaten the first world.
Yeah.
So I'm
Good job, man.
Yeah, this is really good. Thank you.
One singular clap.
Thank you. A
That's all you
clap and a
deserve.
half, like they
Yeah.
do on Game Theory. Shout out my boy Matt Pat.
Pat.
Matthew
A
Patthew.
Game Theory.
Matthew Patthew.
Matthew Paffy.
No, I think that this has been a really like fun experience in terms of actually like wrapping my head around. Yeah, because like I said, I've never played a Donkey Kong game bar the original arcade game, and this is obviously
Yeah.
very different to the original arcade game.
Absolutely.
So it's been really fun to sort of experience what this game is like and have you
Yeah.
experience one of my all-time favorites and then experience one of yours. Like,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty cool.
We'll definitely keep going with some of those games. I can't think of any at the moment that I've played that you haven't, but I'm sure there's
Oh, I'm sure there's
plenty
many
out there.
Yeah.
Plenty out there. And I was going to say as well, just like as trivia, I guess, the Donkey Kong in Donkey Kong Country 1, he was kind of like remodeled by Rareware.
Okay.
He showed, like they remodeled him and then they showed Nintendo and they're like, yeah, this is sick. Hell yeah.
Nice.
And I can't remember if he has a tie in the original ones, but I think Donkey Kong Country is where he first starts wearing a tie. And then,
Does
he
Donkey
not?
Kong wear a tie?
yeah, he has a tie that says DK on it.
Oh my god, he
you never know
does. Oh my god, he does, yeah.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Damn, what a revelation.
Yeah, that wrinkled my brain. I was just like, Donkey Kong doesn't wear a tie. He's fully naked.
It's just a full ass
But
naked
it's like
monkey.
it's like that kind of thing where like you can be fully naked and feel fully naked, but you put on socks, only
Yeah.
socks, and you feel more naked than you did before.
It doesn't feel right.
No,
So-
walking around in just socks makes you feel more naked than if you were actually naked.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's now I get that like secondhand nakedness feeling, knowing that Donkey Kong.
Knowing that-
Yeah, he only wears a tie. Wow, I don't like that.
It's kind of like the same as like Diddy Kong only wears a cap and a shirt,
Yeah.
no pants.
Oh, but that's a cartoon character trope though. Like Donald Duck only wears a hat and coat. Like
True.
a lot of cartoon characters only wear like top half.
Just doing the no pants dance all over.
Which honestly, that's a vibe.
Not bad at all. Do you mind if I take over?
Yeah, take over. Yeah, have a play.
Have a little play. I haven't played this game in a good bit, so I kind of want to play it for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing the lava world for those listening. Hothead Hop. I think that's what it's called.
You're immediately like running into this way more confidently than I
Yeah.
was. Like it looks like you've put the game capture on like 2 times speed. Like you're immediately like
just like blitzing.
this game's
through it.
moving now.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
I mean, I have played this for the majority of my life.
That is true.
So
Like this is a game that you're intimately
I would say
familiar with.
played this just as long as Banjo and even Pokemon Red. I don't think I've said that, but I sort of like started playing those games around the same time.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm just so familiar with this game. Like when you say you know like everything in Super Metroid.
Yeah.
Like you know where all the collectibles are and stuff. I sort of have a good idea of where everything is in this.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah, see look, there's this cannon guy over here.
This is tripping me out to watch. Like
Just smash through it.
Yeah, just absolutely smashing through it at like a way higher speed.
I think this game, if I wasn't gonna speed run Banjo, I would speed run this because it's so
fair.
fun, and it's something you don't. The game doesn't tell you at all. There are secret barrels that just like are invisible.
I ran into one of those before. Yeah.
But like it doesn't take you to a secret stage. It takes you just to the end of the level.
Oh.
You skip the whole level.
Oh no! See, I ran into an invisible barrel before that. Just took me to like a collectible or something.
Like a bonus one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
God.
I love this game even more so because of the collectibles, just the collectible aspect. I think that's what we sort of both love in video games, completing things. And
I mean, considering Banjo-Kazooie is like the collectathon.
absolutely. It's something about rare games, man, or especially rare games in the 90s.
90s Rare, I think, might be my favorite era of video games ever. And I haven't even played all of them, but like every one I have played is like just excellent.
It's beautiful. You haven't played, I think you said you haven't played any Donkey Kong, so you wouldn't have played 64.
No, actually, I've played about 5 minutes of 64. Like just running around like the hub world.
Yeah, I love the hub world. That's a game we should cover as well because I played the shit out of that.
I definitely owned it with my 64, but I never played it too much.
Nice.
I only like I said, I only probably played like 5 minutes of it.
That game
was
is
not much.
Banjo-Kazooie on steroids.
I have heard that, and that's why I was excited to play it.
Yeah,
But,
the amount of collectibles. I think at one point, well, for the longest time, it was the game with the most collectibles in it.
Like ever?
Like ever.
Oh god, really?
Oh shit. I lost my spider. That's no good. But yeah, just because like it has so many bananas and coins and
Yeah, wow.
there's 5 characters. We have to get all those coins. Yeah, oh yeah. I forgot to say you can pick up your partner.
Once again, this is all good to know moving forward.
Yeah. And so you learn that in the first game as well. But the first game doesn't even tell you that specifically. So unless you have like an instruction manual on how to play the game, like it just doesn't teach you.
Yeah, fair.
Back in the days where you had to learn by just looking at the manual.
Oh yeah, I always
that's
give
a throwback.
the original Zelda as an example of that. Like,
Yeah. And boom.
God damn.
I think that's... The game actually tells you once you've completed the level as well, like once you've found everything. So I think I found everything, but just to double
shocked
check.
if you didn't.
Yeah, so if you completed a level, it has an exclamation mark, and the DK coin means you found the coin.
So the exclamation mark is like you've got all the collectibles, but the coin is its own specific icon.
Yep.
Nice.
And I think I might have... Oh no. Yeah, so this is the area. If you have enough of those creme coins, it takes you to a secret area, and that's like a bunch of like really difficult, like the most difficult levels in the game.
Wow.
So yeah, heaps of exploration in this game. Probably not to the same extent as Super Metroid, but there's definitely an aspect of exploration and finding all the secrets and stuff like that.
Nice.
And I love that. I think I like finding the secrets more in this one than the other Donkey Kongs. They're kind of a bit easier, but
well, this is definitely
it's very
something,
rewarding. And you have
definitely.
Swanky's bonus bonanza. It's my favorite character in the game, Swanky.
Swanky.
I don't think I have any coins to give him, but it's like a quiz show.
Yeah.
So if you have enough coins, which I do, you just answer questions and then you're given lives pretty much.
Oh, nice.
So do the gorilla game. Let's get this wrong. How many banana bunches would you have to collect to get an extra life?
20.
Yeah. No, I'm an idiot.
Don't you need 100 bananas?
You need 100 bananas, and there's 20
Oh, a bunch
in
is 10.
bunch. There's 20 in a... Is there 20 in a bunch?
There's 10 in a
10 in a
bunch.
bunch. Yeah, there we go. Gosh, I played this game my whole life. And you're like, there's 10 in the bunch, man.
Where did the beetle first appear?
Level 2. Why is the name of Diddy's girlfriend? Dipsy.
Obviously, Didette.
Didette. I kind of wish they called her Didette. That would have been funny.
I'm glad they did end.
All right, we're gonna finish the podcast.
Yeah, and on that note, I think that's a good place to end it.
Yeah.
So,
thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you for introducing me to this very interesting and fun game.
Yeah,
I'm certainly going to play this more
Please
off
do.
camera.
If you don't play the game after this, I'm gonna.
I mean, now that I have my Nintendo Online subscription again, and I can play all these SNES games again, I didn't have it for a while there.
Yeah.
So now that I've got the subscription back, I'm absolutely going to be playing more of these old SNES games. But now I'm more determined than ever to get a wireless or wired SNES controller for the Switch.
So you can actually feel like you're playing it on the original console.
Yeah, just to help me out with the feels.
Yeah. Well, this game does control quite well on the Switch.
Yeah, using the Pro Controller, it feels really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess kind of to wrap it up where you can play this game, Switch Online, definitely the easiest way to play it.
Yeah.
Or unless you have a Super Nintendo. I don't know if it's on the SNES Mini.
I believe it is.
It is?
I know the first one is for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm fairly sure that all three of them are on the SNES Mini from memory.
Yeah. That would make sense.
I mean, they put well, no, I've lost what I was going to say.
That's all right. I think this is on... It was on the 3DS shop. I don't think that's a thing anymore.
3DS shop doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist anymore. It was on the Wii U one as well, but you probably can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, really, just having a Switch Online thing, that's probably the best way to play this game, or the easiest way if you don't have a Super Nintendo. But all three of them are on there, so you can just blast through the whole series just like that. Oh shit! And I just carked it. But yeah, we'll leave it there. I died. That's a good place to leave it. Also, thanks for listening as always, and tune in next time to whatever the heck we decide to do.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Thanks. Bye.
Goodbye.
That sounded very dark.
Peasants.
Bye.
Love you.
See you later. See you in your dreams.